Hey everyone, I hope you guys are doing good today. My name is Kenny Kirby, and today we're going to be looking at relative age dating principles in introductory geosciences. What are the principles and why do they help? Well, oftentimes geologists need to determine the relative age of geologic structures and events. The relative age dating principles help geologists to determine the chronological order in which geologic events happened relative to their category. The various principles are superposition, lateral continuity, original horizontality, cross-cutting relationships, inclusions, and fossil succession. Here you can see we have a geologic cross-section that we're going to be using in the next slide. So on this next slide, we have our cross-section along with numbered spots where you can see three various age dating principles. The first one that you can see is original horizontality, which talks about the way that sedimentary rocks form in horizontal layers. You can see that here in the cross-section and in the image posted above, where sedimentary rocks are formed in straight lines that go horizontally. Cross-cutting relationships is the next one, and it states that faults and igneous intrusions have to be younger than the rocks they cut through. This is because the rocks already have to be formed there in order for the actual intrusion or fault to occur. You can see this in number 2 on the map right here. Finally, we have inclusions, which talks about rocks containing inclusions of pre-existing rocks are younger than the pre-existing rocks. So we can see that right here in number 3, where there's rocks of the bottom layer that are included in the rocks, they're included in the segment that is the top layer. This means that the top layer is younger than the bottom layer. Here's our last slide. Finally, superposition states that if the layers of the rocks are left undisturbed, the layers of the rocks should result in the oldest rocks occurring at the bottom and the youngest rocks occurring towards the tops. This is shown in the picture to the side, the top picture to the side, where limestone is the oldest, so it occurs towards the bottom, and sandstone is the youngest, so it is at the top. Next, we have fossil succession, which states that fossils allow for dating on the geologic record in a definite chronological order. So we can see fossils in different segments of rock that are far apart, but they might be the same rock because the same fossils are found in both those areas. We can use this kind of like we use superposition in the way that we can see when fossils or rocks are observed later on in their life cycles. For our last one, we have lateral continuity, which states that layers of sediment extend laterally in all directions, allowing for the assumption that rocks that are now separated were originally continuous. So we can see here in this picture to the side that those lines fill in the gaps where rocks would have been, but are now separated. And we can see how to the sides of each, those rocks look generally the same. That's it for the principles, and thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.